Hello and welcome back to Adventurous Way. I'm Matt.
And I'm Diana. And today we spent all morning and a little bit of afternoon to finally finishing clearing up the driveway path through the forest where it meets the logging road. So now it's all done for the contractor to come in and do his work. And now we have very big piles of slash that we'll need to chip.
We do. We've got like 4 or 5 giant piles of just like branches and things to go through the chipper, but we've also got several piles of logs. We've taken some of them up that we're going to use for firewood. There's others that we think we may be able to do something with milling them. But there's just a load that are rotten or too small or too crooked that will also need to go through the chipper.
So now the next task is to figure out how we're going to get the rocks out of the wall that's kind of in front of the property by the road. But first, let me show you how the driveway path looks now. So the driveway path will roughly follow these orange flags, and this is one of the slush piles. And here is splash pile 2. And I mean, look at that, how tall it is. That's crazy big. Here is hardwood firewood pile, and that's their kind of rotten stuff that will be for chipper when the driveway is in and we can get to it. This is a maple. It was a 14-inch maple, and this will keep for milling. For now, the maple will have to stay where it is because the ground is very wet, and here we tried to get here with a tractor. We pulled out one piece of it, but it's just too muddy to pull out the second one. Oh, here's another flag. And you kind of here can see by driving over it that it covered a lot of rock here. So hopefully the big machines can get through this. And we have more material here for chipping and another slash pile here. And here it means the logging road, and maybe you remember we already cleared some of it so that we can drive through the truck. So this is wide enough for machinery to get through, and we'll probably leave it here for the contractor to get here and decide kind of which side to take the trees out.
So around most of the boundary on our property, we have a stone wall, including here at the front on the road. There's also in a lot of sections a barbed wire fence, either that's following the stone wall, or some places where the stone wall isn't there, we just have the barbed wire instead. Here at the front we have both. We have the stone wall, and just inside it we found some barbed wire as well. Now along the front of the road there's all sort of overgrown hedges and all sorts down here, but for this little section, this 40 feet or so, is where we're going to be putting the driveway through. So we obviously need to clear these stones out of the way so that the excavator and the other equipment can get through to actually make the driveway. We debated what to do here. Obviously these stones are heavy. We don't want to do any more moving and handling of them than we absolutely have to. But at the same time, we need to make sure they're out of the way so that they don't get in the way as people are trying to work here. We probably also want to maybe clean them up or stack them. The wall here is all kind of fallen down and crumbling and things, so it's not like it's in great condition. Most of the areas along the front, you can't even see the wall, it's buried in the undergrowth. So we're not trying to preserve the wall intact or anything here, but obviously we don't want to preserve the stones. So what we're thinking of doing is taking the stones here, just opening up wide enough to get the excavator through by loading these stones here into the bucket, and then we'll move those to a location. We've got a little bit of a clearing just around the corner, so we'll move the stones over to there. Then when the excavator arrives and we really know like where he needs space to maneuver to fell some of the trees that are here near the power lines, he can then take care of all of that without the wall being in the way, we hope. And then once he's moved through that area, that should clear that space and we can remove the rest of the wall to open this up at the front. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see how this goes. I'm not really sure how hard this is going to be. Obviously these stones are heavy, but we've got the tractor kind of maneuvered so it's right up close next to the stone, so hopefully that'll minimize the amount of stuff we have to do. We'll then try and unearth that barbed wire all the way back and try and kind of peel that back. We've got some bolt cutters so we can move that out of the way, flag it so it's visible, and make sure that everyone knows where that is. After you. Ladies first.
Huh? I can start with small rocks.
Super nice.
Like this one.
Well done.
Well done.
We finished?
Did it.
Yay. Right, next.
Okay, that's the last one. Do that one.
It's all ledge, isn't it?
Well, we're gonna have lots of it.
Yeah. I don't like it now and I won't like it later.
First bucket of many.
In the end, we removed 3 big bucket loads of rocks with the tractor. We stopped after clearing about 8 feet of wall. We had planned on clearing more, but the rocks were incredibly heavy and really hard to remove, so we decided to leave that to the excavator. But we were able to remove most of the barbed wire fence. We pulled it out of the undergrowth, cut it, and took it to the local transfer station to be recycled. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.